Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Weasley channel. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing and taking a look at set 4705 Snape's Class from LEGO Harry Potter. And this set came out in 2001, which was the first year of Harry Potter, so this came along with the first wave of Harry Potter sets. I think it released near the beginning of the first movie as well. And this one is supposed to show a scene. Well, it's not really depicting a scene, it's more of just like an area of location, which is Snape's class or the dungeon where he has his class. So this set is cost around $65 new and $33 used, and there aren't too many pieces in the set with only 163, but we do get 3 minifigures, which back in the day, or today, you don't really get that much minifigures, and I think this was like a $20 set. Yeah, it was a $20 set back in the day. You normally, today, I think you only get like 2 or 1. But yeah, let's take a look at the minifigures. So the first figure in the set is going to be Snape, and there's an obvious inclusion to include Professor Snape in his classroom. And this Snape figure is a bit different from any other figures we've seen usually as Snape. So back in the day, I think I showed this off in a different video, but don't remember which one that was. But back in the day, Snape had like they did this weird thing with him where they made him have a glow in the dark head, which I'm gonna try and show you at the end of this segment. But yeah, he doesn't have like the normal skin tone. It's more of a white skin tone, and I'm not sure why they decided to make him have a glowing head and more of like a gray skin, because you can see his hands are gray. I feel like there's probably an answer for that somewhere out there, or we'll have to figure it out one day. But anyways, back to the figure. So you have some nice purple detailing for part of the clothes, like a vest, and some more details on the pants. You also get this cape, which is a black cape. I don't know why I went out of focus there. And this figure does not have back printing. And then this hair is this sort of older style hair they used back in the day. I think they use it for a lot of female figures, and they use it for some other figures. I was trying to move the head so it straightened a bit, but I think it works well for Snape with his longer sort of hair. But I think the newer pieces do look a bit better. And on his face we have like sort of a scowl with one eyebrow raised up, and it kind of looks like Alan Rickman, but it's not the best face print, and there's no other side to the head. It's just a blank head on the other side. And I'll show you the glowing part of him now. So turning off all the lights, you can kind of see the sort of glow in his head. It's kind of hard to see on camera, and since the figures are so old nowadays, it kind of wears out over time, and this one is not really glowing too much. But you can see how it would kind of glow in the dark, which I think is an odd choice for the figure, but a pretty interesting one. So this set, oddly enough, comes with a Ron minifigure instead of Harry or Hermione, and back in the day I would have thought that they included Harry and not Ron, because Harry is more of the person who interacts with Snape most in the scene. I guess they wanted to add Ron more sets since Harry came on a lot of the sets back in the day, but it's a kind of confusing set. But yeah, this is just like the regular Ron figure from back in the day. It comes with this tan wand. We get a Gryffindor shirt, which was used on a lot of their figures. And we have this nice starry cape, which is also used on a lot of the students as well. And again, there's no back printing, because this is an older figure. And his face sort of has like a goofy grin, freckles. You can see there's some orange eyebrows. And then his head is this like bowl cut piece, which I don't know if it works too well. I think the newer pieces do have a better hairstyle than this. Not really accurate to the film, but it was a nice round figure for back in the day. So this set, oddly enough, comes with a Peeves minifigure, and the head on this one is kind of a bit weird, I'm afraid, because this was a used one I got pretty cheap. But I did bring another Peeves figure I had, but I thought it looked a bit too different, so I didn't use it for this review, because I don't know why the head looks like that. But you can see there's not much on this. It's mostly just a gray figure. He has some torso detailing with like a vest, and his face is just like a little frown or no expression. But it's kind of interesting how they include him in this set, because Peeves was not in the movies, and they did include him in 2 sets because I have the other figure from the Castle set. So they might have done it based off a deleted scene where he would appear in Snape's classroom or something, which is kind of like a play feature in a set, so who knows. But I think it's an odd figure, because obviously he doesn't appear in any of the sets or movies, I mean. And it's nice to actually just get like a figure that doesn't like even appear in the movies, but appears in the books in the set. Maybe that new series where apparently is going to be based off the books, maybe we'll see him again in that show, and he'll come to Harry Potter Lego again. So here is the full set, and it's not too big of a set, but the thing can actually be split into 2 parts, and it has a hinge right here, and you can move this smaller part or the bigger part. So yeah, you can put it like this, which I think they tell you to build it like this, or it has this part in the front. I like it kind of like this way, where it's like just a flat open thing, because on the back you have like the wall, and then you have the classroom in the front. It's good for display. And you also put it like this, or it's kind of like a 3-corner, missing a corner thing. So I like how you can move it around. And besides that, more of the exterior detailing, there isn't too much. We just have a lot of columns and arches all around this build, just to show like detail of arches and stuff. And then on top of here, there is this cool piece. Kind of broke the set trying to get it off, but it's this sand green kind of like roof piece, and I think it looks really good, and it works very well today. And then also we have this door right here with, it's kind of in shadow because of all the like arches above, but if I move it closer a bit, you can kind of see it's actually this nice archway piece, which I don't think was used much after the early days of Harry Potter, because I believe the piece was used in other Harry Potter sets. And we have some torches near it because there's clips on it. And we have some, so yeah, it has a lot of nice masonry detailing, and the door connects right onto it with a hinge and includes a key in it. Taking a look at this side right here, we have a little spider web, which actually is a gray one, which we don't really get too much gray ones nowadays. And then we get this glowing translucent spider, which is an interesting choice. I forgot to mention that all this is on like a kind of like a base plate, but not really. It's the same size as a normal brick, but they're kind of like bigger, and they use them a lot nowadays, or a lot back in the day with those sets. So we have this little cauldron area over here, because obviously it's a potions class, and the cauldron actually falls off easily. It's supposed to be on the stand. You can see there's some orange translucent pieces and a gray round tile. I mean, not tile, just sort of plate where it sits on, and it's supposed to look like it's cooking on this little area because there's some black pieces. It's kind of hard to see because it's a bit dark. If I like remove the roof area up here, it's a bit easier to see. But yeah, this thing actually has a part at the back which allows it to be pulled back, and underneath it, you can see there's like a special scroll or whatever. It's like a hidden scroll piece, and that's what I really like about these older Harry Potter sets, is that all these have these like secret hidden things. Like there's another one that I'll show you. They had all these secret hidden things you built, and then you could show off as like an Easter egg or whatever, and I think it was cool. And the tile piece is also pretty nice as well. And then the cauldron is a regular cauldron piece, which is still used nowadays. We also get this ladle piece, which I think was in Fabuland before this. I'm not really too knowledgeable about where pieces originate from. So the main big area doesn't really have too much. But yeah, in this corner over here, we have this little book that is propped up on a hinge, which I don't know really how to show too much. But if I take the book off, you can see it's on like a shelf piece, which can be moved. I can't really, I don't know how to show it too well, but this book was an old book that they used for Harry Potter, and they might have been used in other themes. But it's a red book. We have like a plant monster thing on it. I don't know if it will focus. But yeah, there's a plant monster. Some mushrooms and stuff. Kind of like, I think it was meant to be like a plant sort of book about, I forgot what the name of it was in Harry Potter, but there's a plant sort of book in Harry Potter that I think they use for potions class, because there's all plants and stuff used. So yeah, neat little reference there. But we also have this table right here with some potion jars and a cup, and there's some clips on the side so you can clip like the ladle or whatever. It also comes with this cool magnifying piece. Well, it's not exclusive, but it has this cool purple translucent outline, which is neat. We get a rat on the side for extra detail, and it's also a hidden thing. But if you lift up this, because it's on, again, it's on the hinge. There's a lot of hidden hinges and stuff in these older sets. But if you pull it up, there's actually a hidden frog inside, which, yeah, it's a pretty neat thing to add like a frog. I know a lot of people like frogs in Lego sets. And the final thing is this little shelf right here, which usually all black and gray. I mean, the whole set is like black, dark gray, and light gray, because it's supposed to mimic a dungeon, which is where the class takes place. But yeah, we have the shelf. We have this cool printed piece, which was used in some other Harry Potter sets, but I think that's about it. And it has a lot of potions, and there's like a skull in the background, and it looks pretty nice actually. But yeah, it's on a hinge, and if you pull it down, you see that Peeves is actually behind it, and that's like the play feature with him. He's supposed to be hiding behind the shelf, and he like knocks the shelf down to like scare people or something like that. It's an odd play feature, and maybe there's like a scene in the old versions of the movie where he would do that. But yeah, we also have some more potion stuff up here, but let's move on to the final verdict and thoughts about the set. So overall, I think this set is an interesting set for one back in the day. It was like a one-off set. You got Snape and Ron, and it was a pretty cheap set for that back in the day. There's a lot of hidden play features, which I do like about these older sets. A lot of nice old pieces that you get. And overall, it isn't really good detailed set. It's not accurate to the thing. It's more focused on like play features and just the location in general. Lego didn't really care about accuracy too much back in the day. But yeah, you could connect this set to other ones to create like a large Hogwarts, which I'll put like a picture on screen. But yeah, I'd probably give this set 5 out of 10 maybe. It's not the best, but it's alright. So that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you want to see another Lego Harry Potter set that I reviewed earlier on in the channel, check out this video on the end screen now. Bye!